Hi there. Thanks for joining me. I'd like to show you the 3-card Monte now. So let's get to it. Alright, so I have 3 cards. 2 of them are queens and 1 is a 7. So do me a favor. I'm going to turn them face down like this. Put your finger on the odd card out. This one here in the middle. Good. Thank you. That leaves me with the 2 queens over here. And the one in the middle, what's the one with your finger on it? It's that 7. Go ahead, check it out. And in this case, the money card has eluded us again. So did you guess how this one was done? If you guessed that it uses a piece of an extra card, you are correct. For this effect, what you need is an odd card, 2 cards that are the same, and then a junk card that you're going to cut a flap off of. So in this case, we used the 7 of clubs, and I cut this piece off. So if you want to do this on your own, you would just take the junk card and you would cut a triangular shaped flap off that card. And then that flap, I'll start over. Say this is the flap, you're going to position it on one of the duplicate cards that are the same at an angle, just like this, and you're actually going to tape it down. So you also need some transparent tape. I guess it doesn't really matter if you use non-transparent tape as it goes on the back of the flap, but you put it along the vertical edge there, and stick that on, and then angle the card so that when it's on the queen, it'll look like an overlapping card like this. And then if you have anything hanging off the bottom here, which I do, there's a little flap right there, you just open up the 7, open up that flap, and just cut it off with your scissors so that it's no longer overlapping down at the bottom. So you've got your flap card here on your queen, and then the other queen here. And when you overlap them in a mini fan like this, it'll look like you have 3 cards. In reality, it's just 2 cards with a flap. Now, you take your other card and you hide it behind the flap. So it goes underneath the flap, and you line its top edge up with the flap edge up here, and that piece of tape actually helps keep this piece in line, like this. And then you put your other queen on top of it, and you hide this part down here with your thumb. You just hold your thumb over that. So it looks like you have a queen, in this case a 7, and then another queen. Now when you turn everything over and have them put their finger on the middle card, you slide it out like this. You line the 2 queens up before turning them over. But you don't want to square them all the way. You leave them spread a little bit, and you can turn them over like this and show 2 queens. And you have which card? And they say it's the 7, and when they turn it over, they're surprised to find out it's really the 9 of hearts. If you want, you can set everything up. You can have these squared up in your pocket this way. You pull them out with the backs to the audience. And this is your gimmick with the flap. You take that one first. You say we have 1, 2. You take the 9 of hearts, and you're going to feed it into the flap, but you're doing it towards yourself, so they can't see it. So you say that's 1, feed the 9 into the flap, make sure it's all lined up, 2 and 3, and you hold the queen up there. Cover that part with your thumb as you bring that down. So you want to cover that part with your thumb. And you say, we have 2 queens and a 7. The 7 is the money card. I'm going to mix them up, and I usually do that as a little joke. Put your finger on the money card. They do. And then you pull everything out just like you did before. Turn over the queens. Square those up. And say, what card did you have your finger on? And they may turn it over and see that it in fact has changed. Alright, so that's 3-card Monte. I hope you enjoy it. Go ahead, make the cards up. It'll take you all of maybe 5 minutes to make those up. Go out, perform it for somebody today. Hopefully you'll bring a smile to their face and brighten their day up. Thank you for your time, and as always, I hope you have a great day.